Hey, it's Bryan over at Cross Country. Hope you're having a great day. I wanted to share some information with you about how to calculate income. I had a conversation with a client last week that was frustrating to say the least. What I want you to understand is what you think you earn is not what you earn. And the reason that that's important for you to understand is when calculating income, we're looking at it about 7 different ways. We're not looking at it just like if your salary and that's what your current job is, that's what you're earning. That's not how we look at it. So in underwriting for a mortgage, we have to look at your income history. We only have to show that you've received your income for 30 days. So let's pretend you were working at a job for a year and then you moved to a new job. Both jobs were salary, and the new job you had a pay raise. So let's just say it's $50,000 a year. You were making $45,000 before. Well, we can more than likely use that $50,000, but depending on what your income history and stability of income looks like, we might have an underwriter that's going to require us to use an average of the year to date plus last year, or maybe the last 2 years plus your year to date, or maybe they're just going to want us to look at your last year's income versus your year to date, or maybe they're going to ask us to look at the last 2-year average. Like I said, there's about 7 different ways that we can calculate income. And what I want you to understand is your pay stub is not telling the whole story for your income picture that is going to be underwritten. So with this specific conversation I had last week, which was frustrating on my end because apparently I wasn't clear about this with the client, she thought she made X amount of dollars per year, and it was significantly lower. As a matter of fact, it ended up in a denial for them. And she could not fathom how she would be denied for a mortgage because, according to her and her husband earned about $150,000 a year. When we looked at their tax returns and we calculated everything, they averaged about $2,800 per month. And they were under the impression that they would be earning about $12,500. Now, this family in general, specifically, was self-employed. So self-employed borrowers are different than W-2 or 1099. But what I want you to understand is accurate information will result in a better outcome. And the earlier we look at that, the better the information I will have to give you better advice. So if you have questions about what you can be approved for, if you're being told that you can be approved for X, and you think that you can be approved for more, call us so that we can help you understand what that looks like. Just understand that the way that you see your income is not the way that an underwriter sees your income. And that's a super, super important thing to understand because, like I say all the time, you're approved for a monthly payment, you're not approved for a purchase price, and your debt to income ratio is driven by this income calculation. So having an accurate income calculation, super important to the mortgage process. We're experts at this. Please give us a call if you have any questions. I'm happy to help out, even if it's just to answer questions about something that you're already doing with another lender. You can call me at 847-603-4778.